What's up, YouTube? The first question you're probably asking yourself is, why are you recording this with your iPhone? You have never recorded a video with your iPhone, other than that one stupid video you uploaded, which was 6 seconds, and it's now your most viewed video. But, the answer to your question is, I'm gonna narrate this freaking battle if it's the last thing I do. And I've lost my webcam, so I'm recording it with, this iPhone. I got a new iPhone, so the quality should be better. And I would record this battle with a potato if I had to freaking do it, because it's a good battle and it's gonna get uploaded. And I promised I'd upload it like a week ago, and I didn't because I haven't had time. And the old when I did have my webcam and I did narrate it, the quality of the audio was all messed up because my webcam has like cat bites in it, and it freaking doesn't even work that well anyway, so maybe the freaking iPhone will work better. So you can leave a comment about the quality, whether you care about iPhone quality versus the webcam I currently have, and I might upload future battles with the iPhone. Just so you know, that would mean probably more frequent uploads, because I would not be able to upload again until I find the webcam. But, you know, just let me know how you feel about that. In the meantime, the battle itself is actually a roulette battle, which means I have been given whatever Pokemon I've been given, and Necrostevo, who is our, typical opponent, has been given whatever Pokemon he's been given. And so we get the numbers here, and we go through our boxes, and we're counting out. And I'm just laughing to myself because I can see where this is going. Like, because we've got, I believe it was Celebi, Ladian, Spinda, Dragonite, all next to each other. And you can see, as I'm counting out, Celebi, nope. Spinda, yes. Dragonite, no. Ladian, yes. So that's the kind of team we were gifted with. We got Spinda, Stantler, Delibird, and Ladian all on the same team. Even I am not crazy enough to do that on purpose. I have brought Spinda and Ladian together on purpose once before, which was a stupid decision. I immediately regretted it, except for the fact that Spinda swept 6-0 to lead, so I never had to use Ladian in that battle. But that's terrible team building. Don't do that, kids. But so I'm like, I'm probably gonna have to sacrifice all 6 of these Pokemon to sweep with Azumarill, because I did get one good Pokemon in Azumarill, and Azumarill is so good that it could potentially, sweep a team 6-0, as I learned when I first started playing 6th Gen, and I had actually play OU, which is why I own an Azumarill in the first place. But then he messages me back, it's like, I got a really terrible team and you're gonna destroy me. So I'm like, maybe I can actually, fight with my my team of terrible Pokemon, as you see. But just so you are up to speed, this is a part of my Johto KO Club challenge, which is, what I'm rebranding that, as Magnitude also rebrands the thing that I'm trying to kind of disassociate myself with, kind of. But yeah, so Octillery, Delibird, Stantler, and Ladian all, and Azumarill actually is Johto, I believe, are all candidates for this. And that leaves us with an opportunity for quite a few Pokemon on the list, quite a few terrible Pokemon that would be hard to get on the list, which is what I like about roulette battles. As we see our opponent's team, just real quick before we get into the battle, because I've already taken a lot of your time, he has like pretty solid RU level team, and I have, my 5 NUs and 1 OU, so it's a very interesting kind of matchup we got going on there. As you may or may not know, in a roulette battle, you have to lead with whatever number Pokemon your opponent gives you first, which means I have to lead with Spinda, and he has to lead with a Selgor. And like I said before, one of the only other times I've ever used Spinda, I got a 6-0 lead sweep with it, so it's not a bad lead, but a Selgor is like a dedicated lead, so I mean, that's kind of see how we be fair here, hopefully I didn't bump it too much when I press start. It's a kind of precarious situation I've got set up here. But yeah, so as we can see here, he does lead with the Accelgor and I lead with Spinda. I thought about just attacking because Accelgor's defenses are really low. I thought he might set up spikes, but then I thought, you know, he might go for Focus Blast, and Focus Blast will easily rip through Spinda's base 60 HP in defense. So I go to Ladian, who has much better Focus Blast taking capabilities, because if you're ever in trouble with Spinda, switching to Ladian. That's how good team building works. But Ladian does eat that up, as you would expect. And I decided not to set up early in the match because he got Emolga, who 100% walls my fighting flying coverage. But he actually makes an aggressive switch into let's try and turn the 3D got bumped a little bit, it's making the recording look weird. He makes an aggressive switch into Ninetales, who doesn't take the acrobatics all too well, which is, obviously isn't that bad of a switch because he probably wasn't expecting an offensive Ladian, because why would you expect offensive Ladian? It's got base 35 attack. And Ninetales is a problem. You would think Assault Vest Octillery is a really good stop to Ninetales, but Solar Beam still does a lot, and since I have Scald instead of Surf, it lives, which is, you know, not good. I could have maybe switched back into Ladian here, particularly with Solar Beam, but I wasn't about to risk that. So I just let Octillery die. So Octillery does not get a kill for the Johto KO Club, but he'll be back. Octillery is actually a good Pokemon, so I don't have to worry about, you know, bringing him on purpose. But Octillery was the only thing on my team who could check Ninetales, and it just died one-on-one. So now I'm in a bit of a predicament. I bring in Ladian because obviously I have the Mach Punch, and at the amount of health it's at, I could easily pick it off. But bringing in a Ladian on a Ninetales just screams that I have a Mach Punch, so that, you know, he just switches out into the big Love Disc guy to, to, you know, easily take the hit for no damage because he's got Regenerator. But Alomomola is like one of the 3 Pokemon in the Pokédex that Ladian can set up on, because it doesn't have very good offensive stats, and especially when he misses 2 Toxics in a row. So I go to +4, because with Ladian, you have to go to +4 if you want to do any damage. Now if I had Flying Gym Acrobatics like I used to in 5th Gen, when Flying Gym was an item, he would be very close to dead, but instead, you know, he still got half of his health left, so he's a bit of a problem. He's gonna protect, you know, get some leftovers, stall some Toxic, but I still have plenty of health left because it took him a couple extra turns to get the Toxic on me, and now something's taking a hit, and it can't be the fish anymore because we saw how much it did the first time. And obviously, like I said before, the Emolga is the only thing on his team that resists all my moves. So I just go for my strongest one, and Emolga doesn't like it at all. And so that's just hilarious to me. Literally at level 100, but back when I ran them on the same team, the same set of Ladian, manly and the female Ladian, because nothing is more manly than a female Ladian. At level 100, max attack Adamant Ladian has less attack than Modest Typhlosion with no investment. But unfortunately, you know, he's got the Regenerator, so the fish is going to stop me. I did get the kill, though, with my Ladian, so that officially counts for the list. I have, you know, gotten kills with that set before, because it's a really effective set, like, as far as offensive Ladian goes. Swords Dance takes Ladian's atrocious stat that I mentioned before and turns it into the attack of, like, Absol. So with just one turn, you can turn Ladian into a Pokemon that already starts with that much attack. But, I mean, if you want to use a Ladian, that's what you have to do. But anyway, I bring in Delibird here because I want to set up spikes. That was my plan for when I forced the Ninetales out. Like I said, if Ninetales ever comes back in, it literally kills everything on my team. Again, I can force it out with Aqua Jets from Anyway, back to the Delibird. This is really important. Delibird gets 2-hit KO'd by Waterfall from Alomomola, which is the most atrocious thing I've ever seen in my life, because nothing should be 2-hit KO'd by a neutral attack from Alomomola. But that means Destiny Bond works, and obviously Necrostevo is a good enough player that he knows Delibird gets Destiny Bond, but nothing on my team can kill Alomomola, so I just had to try it on my end, and he wasn't expecting me to be carrying Destiny Bond, so he just went for it, and so it worked out for me. It's one of those moves, if you play Pokemon, you know, where like, you know your opponent might predict it, but you just have to see if you can get lucky, because if you don't, you're screwed. You just have to roll the dice, and it worked for me. So obviously the fact that he brought a Selgor in on Ladian means he has Hidden Power Rock, but nothing on my team wants to fight a Selgor, so I just let Ladian die on the off chance he didn't have Hidden Power Rock. Ladian actually at that point was a fairly significant threat to his team if he didn't have Hidden Power Rock. Azumarill is the only thing on my team that can fight a Selgor, even though Giga Drain almost like kills me. Like if he had Energy Ball, it would have been even closer. I still would have lived, I feel like, based on how much, like 55 health. The difference between Giga Drain and Energy Ball, I don't think would have killed me. So I do go for the Waterfall and knock him out, because it's not worth trying to get a Belly Drum sweep at this point. I've done enough damage with my other Pokemon. I just needed to knock out the Selgor. There's the one remaining threat on his team that could just take out all my guys if Focus Blast hit. So at this point, I was just willing to sacrifice Azumarill, so I, go for Aqua Jet, because it's obviously faster, except for the fact that he's a weird trick Macho Brace Ferret set, because this is a Roulette battle, and you get to pick what kind of Ferret he brings. As long as it's in the box, it might happen. So he's kind of not able to kill Azumarill, and so 3 Aqua Jets is enough to take it down. And so last comes out Vlad the Impaler, and Vlad the Impaler is a Hustler, and that means that he can't even hit a 100% accurate move. And so, unfortunately, Azumarill is going to kill him. And when I say unfortunately, I mean, I kind of wanted Azumarill to die there because I still had Stantler in the back with Megahorn, and I wanted to Megahorn that and get the kill with Stantler so that Stantler could get a kill. Because I've never actually gotten a kill with Stantler, and unlike Octillery, I don't know how to use Stantler, and I don't know when I'm going to be bringing Stantler again. I just own a Stantler because Stantler is one of my favorite Pokemon. It's like because Johto is my favorite, and when I was playing Johto as a kid, and you just walk into the grass and this big deer with these horns comes out, it doesn't look like almost any of the other second gen Pokemon. It's very unique, I would say, as far as early Pokemon go. So I always liked it, and it doesn't do squat, and I never got to send it out the whole battle. I also, other than leading with Spinda, never used it, so that means, it didn't die. It's like kill-death ratio, since I've used Spinda, is like 9-to-1, which is hilarious to me because its base stat total is like 360. But, that's the end of this battle. If you have not checked out Necrostevo and you're on my channel somehow, I don't know how that's possible because like all of my battles are against Necrostevo, but please do check him out. He's one of my favorite people to battle, obviously, because he's really cool and he's got a cool channel. But that's enough for today. I don't want to use up all the memory on my iPhone and make this impossible to upload. But this has been Dynamo22. Peace.